All right, back with another video. So CTV News just posted this 1 hour ago. It says food insecurity in Canada is jumping, and it's even higher among children. So let's take a look at this article here, and then we'll talk about it after. As the school year wanes and summer closes in, volunteers at the Single Parents Association of Newfoundland and Labrador prepare for a surprisingly busy time of year. When the final school bell rings on June 26th, sending children off for summer vacation, visits to the charity's food bank will jump. Quote, "We will see exponential numbers coming to our food bank in the next couple of months," said Danielle Seward, the organization's executive director. "Just looking for snacks and lunches to get through until September." Then we go down here and it says that latest data compiled by Statistics Canada showed yet another increase in the proportion of Canadians living in food insecure households. Data collected in 2021 shows 5.8 million Canadians qualified. Now that's too many as it is. Data collected in 2024 brought the statistic up to almost 10 million. So we've increased it by almost double in 4 years. The measure can range from marginal food insecurity, worrying about running out of food or limiting selections because of money, all the way to severe food insecurity, where individuals skip meals to make ends meet. Like, this is Canada. This is supposed to be one of the greatest countries in the world, and we got almost 10 million people who qualify to get extra food from charity and food banks because of food insecurity in our households. My God. I mean, it's getting worse and worse and worse. And you bet the number is going to jump in this year, in 2025, and next year. 10 million, that's a quarter. 25% of Canadians qualify because they can't afford necessarily to have all necessarily food that they want and to eat 3 meals a day. This is ridiculous. The measure can range from marginal food insecurity. Oh, sorry, I read that. According to the Proof Research Program at the University of Toronto, the estimates are the highest in 20 years of monitoring. Among Canadian children, and this is where it gets really depressing, the percentages are even higher. The data shows almost 2.5 million children live in food insecure houses, which is about 1/3 of all children in the country. So that's about 33%. That estimate in Newfoundland, wow, and Labrador is even higher, 40%, tied with New Brunswick for the highest of the 10 provinces. And these poor kids' parents, you know where they vote, don't you? They're voting for it. It's unbelievable. But the good thing is about this is these kids are going to remember this. They're going to remember being locked down. And you bet your ass, this Generation Alpha that starts to grow up very soon, it's not long before the first level of Generation Alphas will be able to start voting. I can guarantee you these are going to be very, very conservative kids. Because they've been under a liberal government almost their whole life, if not their whole life. It's ridiculous. To tackle childhood hunger, Newfoundland and Labrador is investing in a border province-wide school lunch program aiming to expand the existing offering, which serves 43 schools. That's not enough. I mean, and I understand it's like, well, they got to do something. Yeah, I mean, how about the federal government starts to prioritize this? They've got money for other countries, but they don't have money to make sure children have food. Tell me again why you think that Mark Carney and Justin Trudeau were so good. And Pierre Poilievre, people say, well, Pierre Poilievre's not going to do it. At least he talked about it and was showing concern about it. Mark Carney, just, better go to Rome, visit the Pope. Well, that's weird. Why is a liberal going to visit the Pope? You think Pierre Poilievre's evil? And I'm not necessarily saying the Pope is evil. I don't know anything about it. I'm just saying Catholic religion, they're not against, or they don't support abortion. Oh, So why wasn't there outrage when Mark Carney went to visit a guy happily who doesn't support abortion or gay marriage? Liberals just turn their head. They just turn their cheek to it. They don't care. Isn't that weird? You know what would happen if Pierre Poilievre, and I'm not even sure if he's planning to do it or if he has, but if he goes and visits the Pope, you know what they're going to say about him, especially if he did it first. And then as soon as Mark Carney went, they would say, oh, well, never mind. They wouldn't talk about that. But if Pierre Poilievre went to visit the Pope, Pierre Poilievre visits anti-abortion, anti-gay organization, you know they'd come up with crap like that. And that's the problem. We have so many people here who still listen to the mainstream media, and all they do is crap on Pierre Poilievre and make him look like he's something he's not. And people still believe it. Well, the kids that are going hungry right now, they're not going to believe it. The kids who were locked down and masked up and couldn't go see their friends because their pussy-ass parents were scared, they're going to remember this. So we'll have to see what happens, but this shit really pisses me off. You have kids who can't eat and the government doesn't care. Well, it's not a federal... Yes, it is. I don't care if they say it is or not. They have money to send other countries and waste... How much did they spend in the last 3 months? $70 billion? You could fix that problem 1 million times over if you spent that money on making sure that children have food. They won't fix it once over, because they got their agenda to make sure that they spend money on. Like, I don't know how they sleep at night. If I had the control to just basically snap my fingers, say, hey, here's a bunch of money, make sure those kids have food, I would do it in a heartbeat. But the government? Nah. Don't want to. They don't care. It's really depressing. But either way, I'm going to leave it at that and stop my rant before I get too pissed off. But let me know what you guys think. Does this make you... Does this make your stomach hurt when you hear things like this? Let me know what your opinion is. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps grow the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.